Game, please. Thank you. Oh my god, that took so long to get away from, like, the no action barrier. I was kind of hoping that Walker and Cavasier would talk to us over the radio, but I guess the only way I'll hear from them is if I actually, or not Walker, I'm Walker, but Cavasier and Marshall. Oh, this is awkward. Okay, I guess I'll have to kill you guys. You brought this on yourselves. You inconvenienced me in the middle of my attempt to drive to my rampage. Jesus, lady, how many grenades did you toss? Ahem. Okay, back to my rampage. Oh, there's still actually someone left. Good for him. Ooh, a life gland. Oh, a life gland. I need that. I could go right back. I could go right back to Wellspring, to the dock. Turn in just one more upgrade. Hey, a 5% damage boost could be worth it. I'm not gonna do it though. I know what's gonna happen. Either the boss fight's gonna be super hard and then I'll be like, oh shit, I should've gone back. Or it'll be super easy. Because we have every weapon. I can literally go invisible for like 7 seconds. So I'm not too worried about what's gonna happen. Unless they like strip away all my items. Then I'd be worried. Uh-huh. And where's the last one? Did I miss it? Ah, it was hidden inside of a building. Okay. Now we have to raise the other half. There. We've helped the roads. For the good guys and the bad guys. Ow. Alright. You know what? Let's make it daytime. There. Hey, it's a convoy. You know, we have the money. We can summon Xerxes 3 and try our luck this time. This thing is potentially maybe too slow to actually keep up with a convoy. But at least it's super powerful. Holy shit. It takes things out in like a single shot. Granted, some of these are like little motorbikes, so of course the tank shell's taking them out, but these bigger ones? Whew. Oh, hey there! Nice of you to catch on up! No, we're approaching the turning point. They're leading us away. The convoy is just, it's just too fast. All right. If I were dedicated enough, I could probably catch up to it with the tank, but I'm fine. I'd rather just drive to the objective than be taken like 1,000 meters away. But good to see this thing super powerful.
All right, gang. I'm approaching the Authority HQ. This is it. I'm bringing this whole steaming mess down.
You've got the Predator. Give him hell.
Can I repair my Predator? No? That's gonna be disappointing. I didn't expect for one of their tanks to just come rolling out. Jeez. Look at these guys just chilling out in front of the Authority base. We're just a bunch of bandits. Oh, we even got some authorities just chilling out here, fighting who the hell ever. Because it's natural for enemies to just be right here, right? Wow, that's a cool shot. Oh god! I didn't pay attention to the road! At least I didn't flip over my tank. You know, I'm getting deja vu about the end of Rage 1. Just, and then we drove into a dark, ominous place for one final fight. Okay.
What do you know? Predator ruse is working. The turrets are firing.
There's a platform just in front of the main gate. Drive on up. Let the Scrambler do its thing.
Stand by for scanning.
Stay frosty, Walker. Don't twitch. The Scrambler will have your signature and trick the scanner.
Scan inconclusive.
Like I said, it worked. It scrambled the scanning process.
Person procedure Delta initiated.
Oh god.
Please present DNA confirmation.
DNA sample.
Thought you had this shit planned out.
Please present DNA confirmation. Grid level rising.
Doc, you there?
Ah, yes, of course. I have prepared perfect digital model of Cross's DNA.
Oh boy.
Transfer data sequence now.
DNA analysis complete. Welcome back, General Cross.
No one's gonna question why I'm in this tank?
Close call. You didn't think to test the scenario before, Kvasir?
Oh no, but it all worked out in the end. Now the machine thinks that you are the good general. And that is amusing, since the machine at Eden thought you were...
Okay, I'm inside.
Ah, wow, I can't believe I cut that off with barely any driving.
I don't know. Walker's gonna need some backup.
Sit tight, Lily. Don't rock the boat.
The Ranger is in control. No more casualties needed.
Casualties?
Hell no, that's it. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna...
Okay, Lily, if you want to show up and try and save the day by the end, be my guest, but I wouldn't recommend it. You're not a ranger, I think.
Again, you are resilient like a plague of pointless protege.
He's talking to me.
Something of a wonder that you've gotten so far, but surely you did not think it would go unnoticed that another General Cross had entered my base.
I didn't want that, I'll be honest. It wasn't my planning. I wouldn't have done it. Oh, geez. Well, I'm glad my Xerxes can take out their Xerxes in a single shot.
Certainly by now you understood that we cannot be stopped.
I don't know, General Cross. I feel like I'm currently doing a lot of stopping of you guys. Like, a pretty huge amount of already stopping you guys. It just turns out we need sufficient amounts of explosions, and then boom, it's done. So if we apply the right explosions to the right place, I think you'll be done for. Oh, he got the shot off. Because it locked on to the guy in front of him.
Certainly
Well, at least I have full health now.
understood that we cannot be stopped.
hold on. There we go. I'd rather deal with the tank sooner rather than later, you know? Anyways, as he demonstrated to me, the right explosion in the right place is all that's needed. Oh boy. General Cross, I can't hear you. There's too much going on. Your monologue is not going to work on me at this time. All I'm trying to achieve is to stop the Authority because your ideals kind of threaten everything that we stand for and are alive for. Oh boy. My tank's almost dead. That was disappointing. I don't know what to do about that. Can I repair this thing? I can't get out. Okay, now I guess it doesn't matter.
Stuck! The hell with this!
The hell with this! Dead! You know, this tank is a lot less exciting than I was hoping it would be. But alright, we respawn with full health! Sweet! Hold E to exit vehicle. I will get out when I'm damn ready. Which is now. Whoa! Too close for comfort, guys. Oh god, my tank is glitched and constantly giving off the aiming noise. I'm sorry for like tapping your shoulder like that, man. He just sounded so angry about it. Alright, is this gonna be the convenient hallway that leads me further in? Oh. Did you try to jump scare me? I'm over here zooming. Hold on, do I have any extra project points that I could use to help me out? Enemy drones are weakened, decreases the damage and health of turrets. Rocket speed being lower could be useful, slightly, ever so slightly. Everything else is kind of like cell shit. Here, wing stick redirect. Wing stick explosion. Double redirect. Cool, okay.
What you and your senseless accomplices fail to understand is that mankind has run its course.
I mean, that's clearly false. If people like you didn't keep fucking shit up for everybody, then maybe mankind would have been back on its feet already. Alright? Now listen, the bandits, same thing about them. Without the bandits, I mean, you've seen the Enclaves. The Enclave life seemed pretty good. I mean, we've got superhumans now. Rangers have awesome abilities and can probably live longer in general, do crazy stunts. It's great.
Wiped out, we, the Authority, shall repopulate the world with beings worthy of the name Homo sapiens.
Okay, that's kind of a lame thing. I mean, at that point, you're just like, we'll be the real humans. Okay? Is there even a point? Why don't you just continue doing what you're doing here and just evolve? I mean, at some point, when you're just so freakish and mutated, you don't even need to just consider yourself humans. You're something else. Why don't you live alongside us? Let humans continue to fail in folly while you go off into the solar system or something. I mean, you're technically immortal at this point. You carry your memories onwards into other beings. That's something. I mean, you just gotta sit down and calm down a little bit.
If you manage to come, I would welcome the opportunity to slay you myself.
You say that, but I kinda kicked your ass last time, and I doubt you're all that different this time. But who knows, maybe you'll prove me wrong. But so far, I'm not really feeling threatened. You know, I never got that grenade launcher, or not grenade launcher, but I never got a grenade upgrade to the level that I needed it to be. Oh well. Can I just jump off this? Oh. Oh, hey. They tried to ambush me from the other elevator. I was wondering why there was two. No, I can't I can't get it back from here. Alright, we got the big guy. I think it's time to overdrive and take out everybody else. Woo, we got the explosion there. Alright, Rage, listen. I'm getting a lot of deja vu, just fighting my ways through authorities, and are we gonna press a button and just end the game? What's gonna happen here?
As with the vulgar Clegg Clayton, you too will be preserved as a memento in my hall of glory.
Hey, you know what? That's cool, because that's gonna be a lot more than what I would do for you. So at least you've got some respect there. Oh, look at all this ammo. Delicious, delicious ammo. You know what? I'll give him... Oh, no, you know what? No, fuck this thing. I was gonna say, I'll give him respect and give him... Oh, just want to see if I can get some ammo. And use the hyper cannon, but I'm using my rocket.
Purity, discipline, and science. Your death will mark the beginning of the new age.
I'm impressed that went through his elbow. I really am, honestly. I appreciate how broken shooting this thing with a rocket launcher is. Alright, General Cross! Now that I've shown you how easily I can take care of big guys, what do you got for me?
Then come, otherwise, please just submit to my sentries and allow yourself to be shot like a dog.
He's so cocky, because he doesn't realize that this time around, if I kill him, he's not coming back. Immortality has made him stupid. Sadly, probably an inevitable fate.
Closer, protege. Come closer. I am aching to crush you myself.
Hey, same to you, buddy. This is gonna be exciting. What are you gonna do? What do you got for me? Oh, you're gonna chill on top of a big monster. All right, that's changing things up.
What will you do now?
This time I will kill you! Permanently!
I believe you are
Hey, you got your arm back. Good for you.
but you can do better.
All right. I see you. I see you. You slam your fist down on the ground and you cause explosions. You cause waves to come out. I've dealt with those.
Is this your move or Prowley's?
Now, honestly, it's Prowley's, but I'll be honest, it doesn't really matter. I'm making it work.
Your hopes to stop the inevitable, that aggressive ignorance, the futile battle, those are the things I shall miss about mankind.
The fuck happened to his voice, dude? Uh-oh. What are these? Are those gonna help me, or what? Like, are they gonna open up and crazy shit's gonna happen? I just don't know. Honestly, not what I was trying to get, but, you know, I'll make it work. Are you done faffing about over there? Because I'm here to kick your ass, not just sit here and wait. All right, this is a rocket kind of scenario. I need to maximize the amount of damage while still being able to move around. Completely false. Nope, I still got like 95% of my ammo, dude. Yeah, it was disappointing. Ow, who the hell? You know, honestly, I'm surprised this guy isn't dead yet. Here, lock on. And kill! I said lock on to kill! Yeah, fine, whatever. I really do need just more big explosion weapons. For when they just drop down like that. Hey! Bet you didn't expect me to just show up in front of you, huh? Nothing personal. Oh, shit. It's a good thing I got all those damage upgrades. What else you got for me? Oh no, that's gonna fuck me. Oh, hi, Cross. Am I just gonna kill him straight up? I was ready for another fight. I'm always ready for another phase.
Do you realize just how pointless. This is... I can cheat you of your revenge every time.
Not this time. Oh, into his eye? Oh my god.
What have you done?
I cut off your connection to your clone network.
Don't ask. It's science. Wielded by a pointless protege.
The nanotrite virus. To think Dr. Kvasir sent you to administer it, knowing that it would surely kill you too.
What? Is that what he meant by casualties? No! Exhales poisonous mist at Walker. Well, that sucks.
We journey to the afterlife together. Pointless protege.
Fine, I take the loss. Or I get saved suddenly by Lily. You know, it could happen. All right, Authority shut down. If I have to go down, then fine, whatever. But preferably, save me at last minute.
Stay with me, Walker. I'm coming.
Do we have a nanotrite vaccine? How's this gonna save, you know, how's this gonna work out?
Come on, stay with me here, Walker. Keep breathing. Breathe.
Wow, Lily, good of you to show up at the fucking end of the game. Hey,
Walker.
you got some health infusions? I got like 8 in my pocket, please.
I got you, brother.
Just stab me. Credits. Yeah. Okay. All right. You gotta move a little faster, Walker. What is this gonna be? What the hell? We were impenetrable. We were unbeatable. In this wild, savage wasteland, we were violent, goddammit. But they came, the Authority, our ancient, mythical enemy. We've just got like a comic talking about the end, like the beginning of the game. Our ancient, mythical enemy. They've been gone for like maybe 5, 10, 20 years. That's not really that mythical, come on. But if you hadn't seen them, then yeah, you'd just be like, oh, sure they existed, Grandma. Grandpa. All right, well, this is Rage 2. We're probably gonna end up with an after credits, but this was okay. This was okay. This is a game that had a lot of really fun combat, a lot of really fun potential for where it could take that combat, and then everywhere else, it kind of was it didn't really rise to meet the challenge that is actually having a good open world game. It had this massive open world that really just felt dead. There were enemies to fight in it, and again, the combat was really fun. The gameplay, the gunplay of this was very, very solid, especially once you started actually having like all the upgrades. Once you had all the abilities, all the guns, then you just had a ton of options for every fight, and the only problem there was that sometimes, like, there really wasn't that much enemy variety at some point to really like challenge your needs with your weapons. So, you know, I would have liked a lot more variety there. I would have liked better side missions where there was like a legitimate chain to follow. We really didn't like all the missions, all the side missions in the game were either like a random fucking text, like on a bounty board, that you would just go and you would kill a bunch of shit and boom, you did it, you killed the guys who like killed a tax dude or something in the town because haha, that's funny. And then that's that was really it. And I feel like there could have been a lot more. This could have been something similar to Fallout, where, hey, here's this big explorable world. There's a lot of story going on in every individual place. It doesn't have to be like, there doesn't have to literally be like voiced characters in every single place or some kind of crazy thing. It just has to have like, when I walk up to a place, it needs to be more than just a den for NPCs to live in. Otherwise, when there's like hundreds of those on the map, it feels kind of pointless. It feels like the world could have just been smaller and we could have had more dedicated story missions, and you could have just gave me a lot of fun combat encounters there in a similar way to something like Doom, like the Doom reboot or the Wolfenstein kind of reboot, the new Wolfenstein games. Instead, they just send us out in this big open world because Rage 1 was kind of open worldy, and then that's really it. And they could have done a lot. I really feel like they could have done a lot with everything, because they saw Rage 1, they saw, okay, this was an okay game that had a shit ending. How can we bring this, how can we bring this pretty solid idea for a franchise into like 7, 8, 10 years later? And again, gameplay-wise, combat-wise, it's fine. Maybe a couple of cooler abilities or a couple of like ability choices would have been nice there. I didn't like how long it took to grind something as simple as like upgrading the grenade. It would have taken me out. Like, I would have had to have known, you know what, maybe I should just focus on the grenade, and then I would have to focus on buying that. But instead, it's this kind of thing where, like, if you're spreading yourself out really hardcore, you really do end up just not having enough resources to get all the big upgrades. And obviously we saw in the last kind of 5 hours that I've been playing, where like I was focusing a lot more on doing like the side stuff, that I was starting to get like a large amount of money. And if I were to go off and do all of those, then yeah, we'd have all the upgrades. But even then, what's the point of it? All the combat encounters get pretty samey. It's just going to be a bunch of regular enemies that you can just kind of destroy. Maybe a couple of big enemies that once you get the big weapons, you can also similarly destroy. They don't have anything really escalate. They're like, oh, level 10 difficulty, and it's like super simple. Level 9 difficulty, super simple. No, I wanted to be like, okay, well, what if we then dropped like mini authority turrets, these big things like that have these mechanics that you have to kind of like dance around with while still dealing with those side enemies. It doesn't have to get like overkill. They don't have to drop like, here's 3 big giant titans that are slaughtering you at the same time as all this other stuff. But it just would have been interesting to have had something more than, okay, now go nuts on 50 enemies, and that's literally the entire game. Rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again, because that's what it started to feel like pretty quickly. Especially once I noticed like the patterns that the open world was having, like going out into the world, driving around, you could see easy things happening. Like you would drive and then there'd be like 2 groups of enemies fucking like 5 or 10 feet apart from each other. Like people wouldn't have just shot each other at that point. And that made me, that's so easy to notice and go, yeah, they just literally spawned a bunch of NPCs to try and make it seem like there's shit going on in the world. But it does the opposite effect. It makes it seem like there's like nothing going on in the world, and that they have to populate it with random bullshit, random cars driving by that will ignore you for the most part. These convoys that are just kind of always around just for you to like grind like auto parts. You can't even really upgrade your other vehicle choices, or at least the few that like you can only upgrade the Phoenix from what I've seen. It could be wrong. There could have been, maybe I could have upgraded one of the other side vehicles, but we couldn't even upgrade the Xerxes to make it like maybe drive at the same speed as a normal Phoenix, which would have been fun. But I think I would have really liked had this been a lot more fleshed out, a lot more similar to a Fallout game, something where it's just like, here's this open world and we treat it like an RPG, and it could still just be like a fun gameplay, fast-paced thing where you're running around and destroying large groups of enemies. But in between, like, you run into a character who gives like a backstory on the place, and you talk to people and you actually give a shit about them, instead of just feeling like everyone's just a normal dispensary of dialogue to then get you to go off to a place and go do stuff. In the grand scheme of things, it's always going to be that way when you're dealing with like missions in a video game, but I think the best games that handle this in an open world are the ones that actually like string you along with shit to make you care for it, right? Rather than being like, okay, and then we did 2 missions for each big person, and then we go to the final mission, which there's so little story in this game. It could have been more like, here are a bunch of like smaller missions that you're constantly doing for all of the people, for all 3 of the major cities, that takes you on like a really serious quest line for each one. That could still be a little bit silly here and there, because I think they were trying to have this mix of silliness and this mix with silliness, mixed with like seriousness, and then it just felt like they didn't know what to do with that. You know, do we make this parody kind of game where every situation is ridiculous? We can do that, or we need this super serious story where we're trying to take out the Authority and General Cross, and he's this maniacal villain who wants things his way. Blah. And then there's just nothing there. And there's comic. If it wouldn't have been for her, I would have never made it out. But it doesn't end with the death of Gross. The wasteland still needs a ranger and a skilled wrenchy. So we're alive! We're alive! Confirmed! She got us out of there! That doesn't explain how she stopped us from dying from the from the nanotrite virus. Does Cavasier save us? I'm gonna assume that maybe there's a few more things here. What's going on? What is this final comic panel showing? He's just showing us as a bloodlusting ranger shooting our way through everything. This comic is so weird because like none of the game really has any elements to make you think of, oh, and then think of it like a comic, and then at the end here we are with just this. So I'm wondering if we're gonna have like a little bit of dialogue like, good job killing Cross. Now go off and go explore the world, player. Maybe Cavasier will apologize. That's what I'm kind of like lingering on for here. Comic seems to be ending, and we're starting to get to like logo territory, and that's where you're starting to be like, okay, the credits are about to be finished. Is there going to be anything else? Are we going to get a big hint for Rage 3? What happened to Nicholas Rain, the protagonist of Rage 1? Is he like this super badass ranger? What's going on, gang? What's up? Tell me more. I want more.
See? I told you he would be fine. A little nanotrite reprogramming cocktail was all that was needed.
I say you got lucky.
But if I can save Walker from doom, then perhaps someone can save Cross from doom too. You need me still. Legs, let's go.
Legs, let's get the hell out of here. Hey, Marshall.
Well, you're back. Ranger strong and good to go. You know, that dagger worked like a charm. No more cross clones to worry about. And that we know of. Shame we almost lost you in the process.
Cavasier gambled with your life. The serum you used to kill Cross could have been the death of you too. But he was able to reverse the process once Lily brought you in.
And lucky for him, Lily was about to blow his precious brains out there and then. When you come to, there's gonna be plenty of work for the Violent Ranger yet. But for now, you just rest your bones.
Thanks, Marshall. Thanks, Hagar.
Walker, don't try to talk.
Not doing so,
I'll be here
really.
for you. When you're ready, we got plenty of work to do, Ranger.
Project Dagger completed. We saved the world.
What have you got?
So if I go to my log, we're just done. All the major stuff is complete. We killed General Cross. And at that point, it just becomes, go clear the rest of the map, player. And then I guess I could also go straight to Authority headquarters. It looks like there's a storage container and some data pads. The Authority headquarters just becomes like a bandit den that we could then go to. That's funny.
When you're ready, Walker. There's still a lot of work out there for a ranger and an ace mechanic.
Can't believe you put a gun to Kvasir's head.
Well, I can't believe that they let that psycho roam free out there. He could single-handedly destroy us all. Create some super virus, a new strand of mutant, some damn big bomb, poison.
He's shifty, I know. We got more immediate concerns, huh?
There's gonna be chaos in the aftermath of the battles. Bandit groups are gonna surface. Remains of the Authority war machine are out there, roaming blindly.
Back to business, then.
Yep, what do you think, Hagar?
You impressed us all, Walker. The Authority's back is broken. We can finally rebuild. But I guess you have your plate full already. I bet there's a lot of work for the last of the Rangers.
There's always another threat growing.
Ain't that the truth? With Cross gone and Clegg Clayton out of the picture, someone else is just gonna rise to the occasion and start stirring shit again.
They need me out there.
I know. Good luck, Ranger Walker.
Thanks, Lisa. All right, so yeah, there you go. There's our after credits. There's our obligatory. The game is over. Now you can just go off and do anything, player. It's not one of those scenarios where, okay, we're gonna revert time, so you're still capable of fighting General Cross over and over again, which is fine. I generally don't like that kind of way to handle an open world. I like being able to go, okay, you did it. You did the job, but there's still stuff to do because of course there is. But with that said, again, with Rage 2, they could have done a lot more. And it's a shame that they didn't. We'll see what the fuck is going on over there. Look at all the smoke that's happening at that convoy. They're just like stuck. Huh. Okay, they're just like turning around. They were doing a big U-turn. But I enjoyed it for what it was, and if all you wanted to do is play Rage 2 and have like a fun time getting into like the combat scenarios, I think it serves that purpose. It just shouldn't have been an open world game then, because once you get to an open world game, you start to have to deal with the worry like, okay, how is it going to try and waste my time? And the answer in Rage 2 is it's going to prop up like a billion different things on the map that are all like the same variations. And then there's a bunch of NPCs over here. And then there's a bunch of NPCs over here. And then there are a bunch of NPCs over here. And that's fine. That's like that's the bare minimum that a game can do. And then there are some data pads around that will give us a little bit of story. But I like having like legitimate, okay, there's a bandit group over here and a bandit group over here, but we kind of like these bandits a little bit more because they work with Wellspring or something, and I could go have a talk with them and like actually organize that through. Obviously, Rage 1 wasn't really like that, so there definitely would have been like a complete genre shift for Rage, but this was a good chance for it. Otherwise, there wasn't really a point in this being open world, because I don't like big, dead open worlds. I don't feel any obligation to go around and clear out 100% of the map, but I guess that's because I have other fucking open world games to constantly be playing. Regardless, thank you guys for watching this Let's Play. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It is a fun game. Even though they kind of dropped the ball in a couple of areas. If they do a Rage 3, I'm excited to play that. If they just take all the lessons from this and see the things that people didn't like, I think they could really have some, like a really great series that can just kind of come back. It doesn't have to be the craziest, most detailed series in the world. It can just have fun and be like, oh, there are bandits and they paint ladders pink because, yeah, that's just kind of their thing and everyone's a little bit loopy in this world and we just kind of accept that. So, thank you guys for watching this Let's Play, and I will see you guys later.